friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the Internet's most passionate wine program. And today we talk about Languedoc, Pic St Loup to be exact, one of the interesting AOCs from Languedoc, France. South France, great wines, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre country. Different than a lot of the parts of Languedoc, a little cooler, a little bit more rain. Vineyards are a little bit older, 6 years on average, more so than 3 years we see from other places. It's predominantly Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre. Those Cinsault and other characters are allowed to be fooled around with. And what's really interesting is that Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre must be 90% of the blend. 20 must be required to be Syrah. Big push to make that up to 50. We'll see what happens there. A category and a region, an AOC that has really kind of caught my attention in the last couple of years. Started really getting excited about the vintages in 95, 97, 98. Been drinking more and more of it in the last 5 years. Price, quality, we talk about Portugal all the time. Let's throw Pic St Loup into the equation of debating top-notch wines under 20 bones in the world. Considering the dollar is soft against the euro, these wines are staggeringly well priced. 14 and 20 bones. You see what I did there? A little crisscross, a little crossover on you. Really fun wines. Drink well young, cellar well for 10 years a lot of times, and just does not hurt, does it? Does not hurt the wallet. What I want to really focus in on this episode is really breaking down two wines, comparing them. One's at 14, one's at $19.99, one's 60% Grenache, 25 Syrah, 15 Mourvedre. One is 50 Mourvedre, 35 Syrah, 10 Grenache. So lighter on the Grenache, heavy on the Grenache. It'll be interesting to see how that develops. 14 Bones, massively famous, brought in by Kermit Lynch, which is a very well-known supplier, importer. 70,000 bottles produced of this wine, probably the most available Pic St Loup in the U.S. market, so if you're looking for one, it's going to be the Chateau. And then you have Jean Orliac's Domaine Les Ortiz. The Ortiz is one of the profound producers in Pic St Loup, one of the top producers, 91 points, David Shelneck from Robert Parker's Wine Advocate. On this one, again, when you talk about value, you've got Portugal. I push that hard. I think that there needs to be a massive debate on whether Pic St Loup should be put up right there with one of the real value plays in the world. Let's get to the wines. First wine, Chateau Le Rogue, 2005, Pic St Loup, Côte de Languedoc, $14 US, 60 Grenache, 25 Syrah, 15 Mourvedre, and this normally spends about 4 to 12 months in oak. Now you know why we keep Chris Mott around. Mott saves his job again. Sorry about that. Let's get back into the show. The camcorder was full. Let's get into this wine again. 60 Grenache, 25 Syrah, 15 Mourvedre, 14 Bones from Le Rogue. Sniffy sniff time. You get some nice chalk dust, charcoaly kind of play, a little strawberry action on the nose as well. There's also a radish component, one of the heavier, like red radish, horseradish plays on a nose that I've seen in a very, very long time. Let's give it a whirl. Nice, light, almost delicate, floral, and raspberry flavors. Actually, if I was to call a spade, which is what I love to do, this is some of the more raspberry flavors that I've seen come across in a wine in a long time. Now, when tasting wine, a lot of times I do a lot of my smelling, not just on the snippy sniff, but actually when I'm tasting the wine. And I get quite a bit of raspberry on the nose, on the wine, when it's going down. Don't underestimate the ability to pick up a lot of fragrance while you're drinking the wine. A little chalk dust, a little bit of chocolate, a light to medium, a medium to full-bodied red wine. Packs a solid punch. It's got good tannins. It's not flimsy like a lot of $14 wines. It's not over oaked, which is... That's what the wine did. And I don't mind it. It's a solid play at 14 bones. I would go maybe 88 points on it. I like it. I don't love it. But at 14 bones, I think it absolutely competes with a lot of wine out there. And I think it's worth giving a try. Kudos. Let's move on. Domaine de Les Horts, 2005 Grand Cuvée, $20 US, 55 hectares planted on Jean Orliac's vineyard. 91 points, David Shomek. 43 of the 55 hectares are planted to red wine. And this wine is 55% Mourvèdre, 35 Syrah, 10 Grenache. So this is much more heavy on the Mourvèdre side and less on the Grenache, where we have the reverse on the first wine. Let's see what's going on with this bad boy. 05 vintage. A little sniffy sniff. Incredible nose. Incredible. Wow, this is fantastic. On first sniff, this is one of the more intriguing noses I've come across in a little bit of a while. Not only in the show, but just drinking wine. There's a very beautiful integration of a little bit of slight pepper, a little bit of oak, almost like a pepperminty kind of thing going on, which is quite unique. And I really like the raspberry, dark cherry fruit flavors coming from red fruit, which is quite appealing. Let's give it a whirl. This wine is fantastic. So smooth, so bright. Just like, you know, like beautiful and smart. Like, oh man, you know, look at this wonderful guy. He's like 21 and he's at Yale and he's just like model-esque or a pretty gal. She's going to Brown and she's got her crap together. This wine represents that. A youthful potential to be unstoppable. Great tannins on the back end. Beautiful mulberry flavors dancing throughout. Subtle lilac flavors on the edges of your palate. And almost candy-esque in its approach. And flows like butter. I mean, just take a hot knife, cut it to butter. That's what this wine does to your tongue. Polishes it, completely rounds your mouth with gorgeous flavors. It's delicious, which everybody's looking for. It's 20 bones. This is a spectacular effort. I've had this wine in the past in different vintages, never to this kind of level of polish, elegance, and maybe I've just drank them a little bit younger because it's still got great tannins, 7-10 years, easy in the cellar. However, this wine is drinking spectacular now. Give it one more shot, make sure I'm not going over the top. I know. This wine is good. Great little like black tea on the back end, almost like an Angus meat char. I know, I went weird on you, but like, I love really burnt steaks, and I always get this like meaty burntness on the back end that I just love. I can devour this wine. I legitimately, I want to eat this wine. It's that delicious. I'm going 93 points on this wine. Let's go 93 plus. Let's not be scared up in here. Great wine, and for 20 bones, a steal I just can't wrap my head around. Many people disliking this wine. Is it a hair oaky? Possibly. I'm not feeling it because all the other things are going on, but as I'm talking to you now, I do get this vanilla strawberry shake component on the back end, which is kind of just delicious. It's really going to reinforce the majority of you devouring this wine and loving it. I really think this is one good bottle of wine, and And I really think that if you have a chance to go out and find it, you should. Kudos to Jean or Leac, just making some really good wines on this estate. Wow, caught me off guard. This probably was a hair not as exciting. I've been hearing a lot of hype about it. This is dramatically better than I thought. Very good wine. Anyway, miss you guys. Hope everybody's doing really well. Hope you're spending time with your family this summer. Hope you're drinking good wine, having good conversation. Life is good here. Misha's doing amazing. Thanks for all the people that are emailing me. Vayner Media, let me give you a glimpse. Vayner Media is out and about. You know, you can see lots of different peeps kind of in the office. It's a lot of fun. Look at AJ. And so, really, I want to just leave you with a question of the day. And I've realized the music you listen to and the movies you watch and the TV shows that you devour have a lot to say about you. So, give me a couple favorites. Top 1 or 2 in each category. Let's get a little profiling. What are you feeling? What are you watching? What are you listening to? What do you care about? You, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine.